Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock, and yes, Kizzy Rock is my birth given name. Happy Thursday afternoon. Want to say hey to all my subscribers, new as well this season. I have a very quick word for you. Tap in. It's going to be quick. I'm not playing this time. I'm claiming it is going to be quick. We shall see. Really quickly, guys. So I want to speak to those of you who are dealing with extreme exhaustion. Someone sent me a link on TikTok, and I was going through the comment section. I mean, that particular post had like 1 million views, but there are hundreds of thousands of people who say that they're exhausted. It's like no matter what you do, you're getting all of your sleep at night. You're just exhausted. You're tired. You're mentally drained, physically drained, emotionally drained. I want to speak about that really quickly, and then I also want to speak about. Listen, you guys know that there's a whole lot of stuff going on right now in the world. Obviously, there are tons of people who are considering things like selling their homes, moving out of the country, packing up their family for a more simple life, just to get away from all this chaos. But so there's this whole community and forum on TikTok with people talking about stuff like this or whatever. And so it's almost like people are banding together to say, listen, Black people, this is not your fight, right? We've been fighting all of our lives. This current stuff where people are turning on each other and they're like flipping on each other. This is not our fight, right? So don't be provoked to get out here. That's what they're wanting, to get us on the front line again, just to no. So I can go very, very deep with that, but I don't want to for the sake of time, as well as I just ain't got time, that type of thing, right? But I want to speak on making sure that you are not fearful regardless of what you hear or see or what's going on around you. I want to speak about that. So let me start really, really quickly. In regards to being exhausted and people feeling like they're dealing with depression and things like that. Okay, so you have to also consider from a spiritual standpoint, we are going through a spiritual shift, right? So the chosen ones, you're spiritually sensitive. So anytime that there's chaos, which is nothing but chaos right now, because when it comes to evil, they don't want to give it up. The evil will put up a fight, but they gotta go. Their time is up. So there's a shift that's going on, good versus evil. So all this chaos is going on. We're feeling it spiritually. Now, from an emotional standpoint, of course, there's tons of people who are going through things like coming out of a grieving season. People are coming out of healing seasons. People are dealing with seasons where God have pruned everything and everybody out of your life. So you may be going through a lot of emotional exhaustion. From a physical standpoint, please have your vitamin D levels checked. Because for one, many of us are, just depends on where you are. The sun is not really out like that. We're coming out of winter months, things like that. And vitamin D is one of those things that typically runs low and we don't even we don't realize it. And it actually is affiliated with low mood. So have your vitamin D levels checked. Goodness gracious. Sorry guys. Oh my goodness. As well as your one second, guys. Am I doing a live video? Am I speaking live right now? Wait a minute. Ciao. I don't know. I think they're trying to say I should start going live. But I thought they were saying that I'm currently live now because I've never done a live video on YouTube. I want to be sure I'm not live because I'm like, wait a minute. Where? But I think what they're saying is I need to start. They like my videos. I should consider start going live. I am. I'm going to actually consider start going live. So yeah. So it won't. If you want to kind of like avoid the doctor thing or whatever, there's a great chance wherever you guys are, if you kind of just Google in your area, like those IV drip place, those hydration place, listen, I'm there once a week. Listen, I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, listen, I don't really, if I'm honest, I don't drink as much water as I need to. So I like to go and get my hydration, because dehydration will have you extremely exhausted. So if you're one that drinks like a lot of sugar and stuff like that, you may be dehydrated. But just, and if you don't want to, if you want to avoid the doctor route, I don't know about the places where you go, but typically they will have all kind of specials. Like I know where I go, if you get there before 12 noon, Monday through Friday, all of the vitamin shots are literally half off. So just do your research. It's not going to hurt to get vitamin D shots, even if your levels are not low. But vitamin D, magnesium, and B12 for energy and hydration are things that we have to look at if we're feeling very physically exhausted, especially because of, excuse me, many of us are still in cold winter months. Do you know your heater? I'm the person, I have to literally bundle up because my heater makes me sick. Your heater can, if you think, I'm just learning this probably about 6 months ago, seriously, Google it. Google side effects of having, and I have a gas heater, so I don't know if that is an issue versus just, I don't know. But just Google side effects of sleeping with your heater on. Exhaustion, dizziness, all this stuff. So these are things that we may not even be realizing, like, why are we so physically tired? And of course, getting your exercise and all that stuff back in. So that's what I want to say about that. What was the next thing I want to speak about? Oh, so tons of people are like literally packing up, right? Moving their family to different countries, things like that. Just for a more simple life. I think a lot of people are realizing now that we were like sold a lie, about the quote unquote American dream, if you will. And I'm not saying anything, I'm speaking just in general, things I've read, other people's opinions, things like that. But a lot of people have been talking about, it's all over TikTok. I mean, it's all over TikTok, like seriously. Some people want to just go ahead and try to get out here before things get really crazy, and they will get crazy. They will get crazy. It may get better, but it's going to get more crazy first. Some people are realizing that their retirements and their SSI, et cetera, may be affected. So they kind of want to go for, a more comfortable place to live financially, things like that. As well as this is just popping up. I mean, that's where you may be sent certain places. You have the intentions on going for one thing, but maybe that's what your purpose is going to be as well. You're going to be called there for different things. But what I really wanted to say is this in regards to that. Whatever it is, whatever happens, whatever the mindsets, the chosen ones, there's no need for you to fear. There's no need for God's people to fear. We will be protected. This is why it's crucial to be in alignment. This is why the enemy has so many distractions, because he doesn't want us in alignment right now. Because if we're in alignment, we're going to hear God's strategic moves. So while the enemy will have you sitting here worried about, oh my goodness, my SSI is going to be da-da-da, or my retirement, I work all my life, my retirement, da-da-da. God done gave you a plan 4 years ago. He done told you to drop a certain seed 4 years ago that's going to take care of you and your family, even if that stuff shifts around. So there may be things that God is ready to drop into your spirit right now. God is very strategic. Very strategic. The safest place to be is in the will of God. So at this point, we all caps, all should be fully surrendered. Because what we do is just not going to work. Just going to tell you now, whatever is just not going to work. There's nothing wrong with goals and dreams and all that stuff, but it needs to be in alignment and within the will of God, because that's the only thing that's going to save us. God is giving out strategic. Now, many of you already have it. God have given you revelation about certain things very long ago. And at some point, we will complain about why that stuff hasn't manifested like God said it manifested through God. We're in alignment to receive it, right? So we're trying to figure out, well, why would God show me something 20 years ago and it never manifested? Listen, it will now. Just stay tuned. It will now. It was for a specific time. So don't get caught up on what the government is doing. You and yours will be taken care of. Lastly, if you have not, find your community. Find your community. This is why I say people who have met great people and have burned great people, they don't even realize what they've done. Because God is going to send you, there's going to be community of people, meaning the community of people, this can look like 6 people. This can look like 12 people. Is your soul tribe and the community that God have called you to. It's going to be reciprocity, right? You guys are going to take care of each other. So whatever you do, my friends, if God have sent you a person that is a blessing in your life, well, I don't have to tell you guys because you guys already know. We honor and we value great people in general. So I don't have to tell you guys that. But just this is not the time. This right now is not the time to fumble great people. There's patches of community of people who are going to be reciprocal in these relationships. And we're going to be able to take care of each other in different ways when things get very, very crazy. So that's what I wanted to share. A download I received. Let's see how long I was talking. I said it would be very, very quick. Oh, 12 minutes, honey. Lord. You guys have a great one.